Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your general reading for November 2023. Keep in mind that it's a general reading and the messages will not resonate with everyone. I suggest you check back to your Moon and Rising sign, or you can book a personal reading with me. And a personal reading is where I take your name, your birth date, and your sun sign and your questions, and I lay a spread specific to your situation. If you decide that you'd like to purchase a reading with me, you simply go to my About Box section of the channel, and there I have listed the number of questions, the number of minutes, and the price. Simply pick your pricing package. For instance, say, "Hey Tara, I want a 30-minute reading," and then you are going to contact me at this email address and say that, and I will respond back very quickly. Usually my turnaround time is 48 to 72 hours. I don't like to make people wait. I think that's ridiculous, and I will respond back to you. So make sure that you either add my email address to your contacts, or you check your spam folder if you haven't heard from me in 24 hours. So I have to start I'm gonna shut off for just a second. Okay, I'm sorry about that. My daughter just walked in. So I was saying I have done some meditation and shuffling on your sign and glyph, and I am going to turn the camera around so that we can get started with the reading. Here we go. My camera is acting all funny. I don't know why that is. That's a little better, but it's on there kind of precarious. So I'm going to try to put one more shuffle on this and one more rifle so that we can lay the cards. And I have to be careful that my camera doesn't fall off. Okay, here we go. The first card out is the Four of Wands. You still can't see that. Okay. The Four of Wands. Is it in focus? It's kind of not in focus. At least not where I can see it. The Strength card. This is so shitty, the quality, in every sense. I did the latest update from Apple. It has gotten worse. Let me stop it and try to fix it. Okay, that's better. I don't know if it's just me moving around that makes it so messed up. So the third card is the Queen of Swords. Can be an Aquarius, but also can be any air sign, Gemini or Libra. Mostly it's supposed to represent Libra. The Lovers. Already there is a choice involved in the situation. The World card. the Six of Cups, the Seven of Wands, the Emperor. So now I have 2 4s, I have 2 6s, and the Nine of Cups, which never tells me anything except it's the wish card. And what is the overall energy of the entire reading? It is the Temperance card. Let's start with the Temperance card. Ruled by Sagittarius or Jupiter, the card symbolizes tolerance, wisdom, and compromise. It's only what I can come up with. So when I see the Temperance show up in a spread, most of the time people are asking me, are they on the right path? And the card says, yes, you are on the right path. But you have to keep your emotions in check. If you can see, the angel has 1 foot in the water and the other on land, so she can remain grounded. And she has 2 cups, pouring water back and forth. But she is a fire card. And that means you need to keep your emotions in check. Your fire, the fire symbolizes your focus, your determination, your drive. But the water is about your emotions. We know that you can put a pot of water on a stove and turn the fire on. You know that we can keep it simmering so that it won't boil over. But if the flame is too high, then the water will boil over and put the flame out. So that's about keeping your emotions balanced and in check. Also, I said to you, there is some kind of choice here, and it may require that you compromise. In order that you compromise, everyone can come to a satisfactory conclusion about the matter. So right in the center of the card, I have this. Let me tell you what I have first. I have 2 wands, 2 cups, and 1 sword. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana. And these major arcana are your spiritual lessons. They are what you need to progress to another soul level. So in the center, we have the World card. Now, right now, it doesn't feel like there is any travel, but there could be. Mainly, what the World card is about is that you have graduated to, are about to graduate to a higher level. When the World card appears, you are to be commended for your hard work. Things may not have been easy, but it says you only have a little more to go, because the figure in the wreath is protected. This may have something to do with the changing of the nodes from into Taurus, North Node Taurus, South Node Scorpio, and those signs cover the 2nd house and the 8th house. So there could be some theme about your money and other people's money. That's where we are right now. You are in a holding pattern, so to speak. Now, the cards are read past, present, future. past, present, future, and the interplay of the cards. I have 2 4s, and I can't for the life of me remember what 2 4s stand for. And that's what strokes do to you sometimes. You have it and then it leaves. And I don't know if that's just a stroke or just getting old. 2 4s tell of a safe and secure time period. Let me go ahead and give you 2 6s. The 2 6s speak of justifiable faith and trust in your partner. Alright? So, I just covered my 2 4s, the 4 of Wands and the Emperor, and the 2 6s, the Lovers and the 6 of Cups. So, with the 4 of Wands, it does represent stable foundations, and what it says is it is a celebration. You should be happy about celebrating something. It could also mean a relationship that will lead to a deeper commitment and happiness. And that's all I'm getting from that card. But that, in a way, you should be proud for what you have stuck to. It's a Wands. The Strength card. It is an 8. And 8 are karmic numbers. What the Strength card stands for is to face your fears. There may have been some problem, or you have a problem which frightens you a bit. But you simply have to face it, like the figure on the card opening the mouth of the lion. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be anything negative. You simply have to be, I think, more gentle with yourself so that you can make the best decisions. Now, sometimes there's a meaning of the card that someone will return to you and you will have to change your tune. If you have had some kind of argument, not really an argument, but a conflict or a dust up, it may be time for you to not apologize, but to talk about it. The Queen of Swords is typically looked at as the divorcee queen, and apparently people think she's mean and bitter. I don't think she's mean and bitter. Some divorcees are, but not all. I think she has seen a fair share of pain and hurt in her life, and she is able to cut through the bullshit and call it like it is. She doesn't mince her words. So you know exactly where she is coming from. As a profession, she tends to be a person where sharp tools and keen intellect are needed to get the job done. So that means that she can be a writer, an editor, a researcher, a scientist, a policeman, or a soldier, or a chef, or a surgeon, both medical and dental. So that's that. And she is holding the sword of truth. She's inviting some truth into the future, because this is my future role. Now, with the lovers, you have 2 of what's known as the soulmate cards here. But I always give a caution about soulmate relationships, because sometimes they are the most difficult relationships you can have. And the reason being is because the person you are in relationship is holding a mirror up to yourself. He's the person is showing you something about yourself that you may need to work on. It's never about the other person, it's always about you. Okay? And we're moving into, are we in Scorpio season? Yes. But Venus is going to be moving into her home sign probably in like 2 days, I think. So, about the lovers, one interpretation can be that it's a relationship where you just get along, there's mutual respect and deep love. But also, it can be a relationship in which there are a mismatch of energies, like a twin flame reunion. But the most important meaning of this card is choice. And the card counsels that you should make sure that the choice is the path that you want to be on. Remember, I said you're on the right path, because the choice or decision will have far-reaching consequences. And I know that it's a heavy statement, but it's true. It will have far-reaching consequences. Now, the Six of Cups, it is a soulmate card too, but it stands for sharing, caring, giving, nostalgia. It can also be about redecorating your home. I've seen it show up there. Or it can be about like going back to your childhood home, going to a class reunion. So it has a good connotation. But in the background here, there's a man walking. And I think this is somebody who is returning. Now, it's also a 6. And 6s speak to balance and harmony and love. The 7 of Wands, it is a 7. And 7s are a moment of pause and reflection. It is a moment where you question yourself and what you are doing. And on this card, you are determined to beat back these 6 wands. I think someone is coming in a hurry, or they have lots of things coming at them at one time. But the 7 of wands is a card that says you are in a better position than you realize. Have you ever been rushing around, like you're late for something and you kind of get dressed in a hurry and you look down on your feet and you got 2 different color socks on? Sometimes even 2 different shoes. That's happened to me before. So see, he has on 2 different shoes, a boot and a shoe. Supposedly that means he is of 2 minds. He's straddling the water. So maybe there is an emotional component here. The Emperor. Now, I noticed that he is an emperor and you are a queen. Big difference. The emperor and empress know exactly what's going on, exactly what they're doing. The queen, maybe not so much. Or maybe she doesn't have as much, what's the word? Movable possessions as the emperor. He is holding the world in his hand. He is a 4, and he represents not only stable foundations, but a good mixture of logic and reason. Now, as a profession, he can be someone who is like a general, or maybe in the military, past tense. He usually has a lot of things going on, but he doesn't delegate like the King of Wands. He is a hands-on person, so he can represent like a counselor, a philanthropist, a coach. He is an older male, so this is the archetypal father of the tarot. So I get the idea that he's much older than you, and that's relative. But the thing is, he didn't become the emperor by being a tyrant and being mean to everybody. And he didn't become the emperor by being a pushover, giving everything away. That's why he has a good balance of logic and reason. And finally, I come to the Nine of Cups. Now, nines are like sevens. They are a moment to pause and reflect before moving to the next step. But this card only tells me that your wishes and dreams will come true. Is it his wishes and dreams? Your wishes and dreams. That's all it ever says. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with the Nine of Cups because it never really tells me anything. But what I will do now is flip over the Queen of Swords, because technically she represents a person. And I will see if there are any additional messages from the Four of Wands, Six of Cups, Seven of Cups, and I'll even check to make sure that there's nothing near the Nine of Cups as related to these major arcana. Let's start with the Four of Wands. Well, next to the world, it invokes a very powerful vibration. It tells of the responsibility and opportunity to become involved in an important large-scale operation, organization, or project. So see, relationships don't have to be romantic. And so the choice doesn't have to be romantic. But it may require that you share and give good times. Let us see what the Six of Cups has to say. Now, the Six of Cups, makes sense. There's been a conflict. The Six of Cups next to the Emperor is an indication that there may be some misunderstandings within a personal relationship that need to be discussed and resolved. This is why I was telling you that you may have to apologize, which is not the right word. You may have to talk it out, discuss it, and come to a compromise. And each person will end up getting what they want. The Seven of Wands. Now, it's not in the spread itself, but there is a meaning because of the influence of the Temperance card. Tells you that more time and consideration must be put into a project to achieve your goals. It is time to reconsider your options before proceeding. Care, thought, and patience are required. That's simple enough. This is why you haven't stepped out yet. You are waiting till the energies are more, conducive. And now the Nine of Cups. It never tells me anything. I really do have a love-hate relationship with the card. It is an extremely positive card to draw, as it indicates that you are overwhelmed by a feeling of complete happiness on all levels. It may also indicate that an enterprise undertaken has come to a successful conclusion. It implies emotional contentment and the satisfaction of knowing that your dreams will be fulfilled. You are asked to make the most of this very positive time and use your good fortune to help others whose fortunes are not as positive or suspicious. Generosity has its own kindness, brings its own rewards. That's it. It is considered to be, it's always considered to be, the yes or wish card, implying that your wishes will come to positive fruition. It is a message that plans are materializing as you wish them to, and your hard work is paying off. Now, let me look at the Four of Wands for you, because it's telling me something else. I was trying to The Four of Wands tells of relief and satisfaction of all parties involved in a situation. It depicts a situation of satisfaction, peace, and happiness. This may be in reference to either a personal relationship or issue, or a business venture or project. It indicates a time of reward for efforts and hard work done in the past. It is the right time to celebrate concrete results. However, this is only a stage on the journey, as some challenges are still to be faced and overcome before the final goal is attained. That's what that's telling you. So, I don't think I have to pull any Sibila cards to look at anything, because it's quite clear and plain. And so what I'm going to do is pull you a Psychic Oracle Tarot card. Oh. Well, this comes down to a choice. And maybe the choice that you make is going to help push you through, because there are some misunderstandings, and maybe you have hurt feelings. It is the Three of Swords, heartache and loss. But the outlook looks very positive. The meaning of this card revolves around disappointment, sorrow, separation, which can cause upheaval and distress. And separation doesn't mean like, it can mean like loss of a job or project, as well as a personal relationship. It takes all the strength you have at this moment in order to move past the pain and heal your heart. The love that has been given to another should now be focused on you. And this means love by respect, even in a project. If you lost a job, they didn't love you. Although you might look at this card as being negative, it can act as a tremendous catalyst, encouraging you to move on. The painful experiences of life are just as valuable as the joyous ones. You may not appreciate that sentiment at this challenging time, but life does have a way of pushing you forward. Even though you may not always know the destination, you're on the right path. As you endure this period, learn not to dwell on the past, but use your strong mental control to deal with your emotions. Remember, I said that? And have faith in knowing that you will get through this. I think that's why you showed up as the Queen of Swords. Not simply because you are an Aquarius, an air sign, but I think you are perhaps carrying some pain attached to something in the past. So that's what I have for you for November 2023, and I hope that helped. Bye.